And I'm live. All right, everyone, I'm back with you. It's Wednesday. What's today's the date? October the 14th. I'm here with a newsletter update, courtesy of Inclusion's Flexwork TV. This is a weekly, sometimes bi-weekly update regarding just all the information that's in our newsletter, the Inclusion newsletter. If you are not subscribed to the newsletter, just go to inclusion.co and add your name to the list, and you'll be added to our newsletter. Just as simple as that. So in this week's newsletter, this is issue number 4. Of course, we've been putting out newsletters since, but we've decided to go ahead and start adding an issue number to each edition, right? So issue number 4, here's the recap. We have several, when I say several, I mean a lot, many jobs. These are remote jobs that have been added to our jobs board. Remember, we only host remote jobs on our jobs board. So senior Rails developer, another software developer, consulting engineer, system engineer, site reliability engineer, recruiting coordinator, and more. Principal IT developer, general manager for credit cards with a credit card company, senior analytics engineer, sales development representative, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. We've added so many more jobs over the past few days. Companies love what we're doing as far as getting these jobs, the visibility out in front of you all. And so they're definitely taking notice now. On top of that, let's see what else do we have here that's in our newsletter. So around the web, how a freelance writer made $10,000 in the month of September. So this is an article that's highlighting a woman that works in public relations, and she's been able to leverage her talents to make money as a freelancer. $10,000 in 1 month, which is great. I know a few other people. One of our previous speakers at FlexCon, she has posted, Valerie, she's posted the fact that she's generated over $10,000 a month as a freelancer as well. If you want to learn how to do that, go holler at Valerie. She's on Twitter. Let's see, what else? What do we have here? COVID. So right now there's a Gallup poll that's out right now that talks about some of the things that is happening around COVID and remote work. So 33% of U.S. workers are working remotely right now. 25% sometimes, and 41% never. So those are the breakdowns of who's working remotely right now. 55% of workers right now are not concerned with getting COVID-19 at work. They're not concerned with exposure at work. So that's very interesting. And 2/3 of remote workers want to continue to work remotely. That's good we like that. We like statistics like that. 66% of people that are working remotely say they want to continue working remotely. That makes sense, because that is where the trend was going in the first place. All right, so what else do we have? And under our remote work, freelancing, and productivity section of the newsletter, companies, this is 6 months later now, companies are just now figuring out how to work remotely. They're just starting to figure that out. I mean, it's ridiculous, right? But that just tells you how ingrained into the workforce working at a physical location was. So there's a great article that talks about that. And then redefining compensation strategies in the remote work era. So that's important, because now, how do we figure out the compensation when paying someone? I mean, there's lower overhead costs on both ends. Do we compensate a remote professional more or less? So there's a great article that discusses that as well. All right. So, and then lastly in the newsletter, there's a few events out there: the Black Tech Fest, Career Growth Summit by Teal, virtual co-working 3-hour session, and making remote work good work. So those are the events that are being covered right now in the newsletter as well. One other thing that's not in the newsletter, or two other things. We are continuing on with our Get Hired initiative, meaning if you want to be highlighted on Flexwork TV, where's my little Flexwork TV? If you want to be highlighted on Flexwork TV as a professional that's getting out there, that's looking for a job, and you want to have a 10-minute conversation here on this platform, go to inclusion.co/Flexwork TV and sign up for a time to discuss who you are as a professional and what you're looking for. Let's see. The last thing that I just went blank on. Oh, our new gig freelance site. We're launching that soon. Inclusion Freelance. This is a site that is very similar to Fiverr in layout. Of course, it's catering and it's highlighting Black and Latinx freelancers. Of course, we had our traditional freelance marketplace built into our system already, where you could still, if you have a company and you need a skill set, you need to hire a freelancer, you can put a proposal out there, or you can put a job out there and people can reply with their proposals. So this is a little different because of the fact that it allows you just to pick and choose one person you want to pick based off of their service that they're offering on our site. That will be launching very, very, very soon. So that's Inclusion Freelance. That particular site will be launching soon as well. In the meantime, this is your update. 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Yes, this is a record for the shortest video I'm going to have. You all, I'll see you next week for our issue number 5, weekly newsletter recap. See you soon. Bye-bye.